Previously, on Chosen Ones, the group enters the compound, Essel greeting them and immediately slapping Arthur across the face as she accuses him of bringing the dead back to life. After clearing up the initial confusion, they learn that the other Arthur has been visiting the compound. He's also responsible for the strange blue building that now houses the demigod that the other group brought back, as well as Titus, whose spark is too dangerous to be among the general populace. Theo and Brandy take an open cabin to themselves, Theo revealing his spark has been upgraded. He also takes the opportunity to give Brandy his fate seed, telling him that he is his home. Avayath gives Shui a haircut, and the two go to get food, reuniting with Win and sharing the good news that they're all safe. Shui helps Fiera and Oscar cook, starting to hand out food to everyone as the snow continues to fall.
Born from the same branch and leaves, wild and free, living here in harmony. Don't you see? This is where you want to be. When you leave, the world is never what it seems. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dance until the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dance until the dawn.
So let's see here. We just did Shui and Avayath stuff, so we'll go to the scene that Brandy and Theo wanted to do.
So I imagine they're probably just laying in bed, having a moment. Brandy, like, staring down at Theo, kind of like running his fingers through his hair and noticing how long it's gotten, very sadly. And just like,
We oughta take you to get your haircut, darling. It's gotten pretty long.
Oh, yeah, I guess it has, huh? He kind of flips his own hair as well.
Yeah. You know, now I got, while I was away, I was working on, some new spells and whatnot. I can take us anywhere in the world now. If you want to go to a nice city or go to a nice barber or something like that, get it professionally done. Or if you just want to get away from everything for a while.
Wow. Look at you getting all these cool new things. That's so fun.
Yeah. You know, now that I have this, we could just leave if you wanted.
He thinks for a little bit. The thought is it's tempting, definitely. It is difficult being mixed up with all of this all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot that we're dealing with, and I don't want to lose you again. I want to, see this through. Of course, I want to help everyone. I want to, I want to make sure everyone's going to be all right, but you are my number one priority. I love you, Theo, and I don't want to put you through anything that you don't want to, you don't want to go through.
Theo pats Brandy's hair back gently, and he's like, I spent a lot of time sitting around and waiting for something to happen. And I'm not just talking about, the time in Arthur's lab. A lot of my life has been spent waiting around. I think I'm okay with a little excitement. It's alright.
Okay. I just want you to promise me, if anything gets to be too much, that you'll tell me. I want to be able to keep you safe. I will drop everything for you. You mentioned it earlier. The strings of fate seem to have bound us together. And you'd be surprised with how accurate that is. In each timeline that I went to, it seemed that you and I had found each other in some way.
That's a comforting thought, though. It's nice to know. It's meant to be.
Yeah, it is meant to be. One day we can stop all this. I think it'd be nice to, after doing all this, to relax a little,
I guess I wouldn't mind as long as I was with you.
Yeah, I think that'd be really nice.
As for your invitation, I would love to take you up on it as well. I saw the same few walls for such a long time. I am very ready to see much more. Whenever, really. I don't mind.
Yeah. I consider bringing it up to Avayath and Shui as well. We could go anywhere we want to go. I stayed with Arthur in this hotel, stayed with a version of you as well in this nice hotel in Aramore. And that city was pretty nice looking. It would be nice to wander about, or we can go anywhere in the world really that we want to go.
Sounds like fun.
Theo's like, did you cheat on me with me?
Literally, he's looking at him with his eyebrow raising, like, sounds like fun.
It was more sad than fun.
I suppose I understand.
It was right after everything split.
Feels so long ago.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, we're here now.
Yeah, and I am ready to stay connected as long as we can.
Me too.
He pats his head and everything happily.
He kisses Theo, just idly pats his hair, runs his fingers through it as he just looks over him and thinks about the threads he saw on his arm just a bit ago, and thinks back to the Theo who told him not to leave him waiting for too long, as he just gently continues to run his fingers through Theo's hair, just thinking about things. That's all I really wanted from
Brandy.
that scene. Uh-oh.
When you looked at your arm, I want you to roll a perception check.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Why? Don't make this bad. Don't make this scary. 15.
The marks on your arm, they seem to have shifted a little bit over time. They're a little bit lighter now.
He looks back to his arm briefly. He looks away. He's like, yeah. And then looks away and then he's like, what the fuck?
Just a bit faded.
Yeah, he looks surprised, but just kind of stares for a second before going back to what he was doing.
All right, we will move on to Avayath then. What are you doing? What's your first to do?
The least important thing on this to-do list, to go talk to Arthur.
Okay, you go to find Arthur. He is currently standing on the stage where you have seen him go before when you have done like the teleportation to his lab and stuff. He's currently trying to like dust off snow from the stage, essentially. He's got like chalk in his hand.
Arthur, I have a question for you.
What? He like jumps a little bit and looks over at you. Oh, Avayath.
It's just me, Avayath again.
Yes, hello.
Hello. So, Essel said that you brought us back to life? Was that just a lie?
I didn't bring you back to life, no. It was just teleportation and then the timelines and all that. No necromancy, if that's what you're getting at.
Yes, because necromancy is a sin, and that would be bad.
Of course it is. And he gives you like a tiny smile. You always stand very strongly with your beliefs.
I certainly do. If a chosen one didn't stand strong with their beliefs, people wouldn't believe in them if they didn't believe in themselves.
Of course. He just gives you another tired smile. You are such chosen one material, you know that?
That's what I strive to be.
Yes.
So, if something like that were to happen again, is there any way I would be able to, go back myself, or I just don't want to feel defenseless again like that?
That won't happen again. And he seems like very determined when he says that.
I see. Well, I'll trust you on that then. And if I ever do need help with something like that, I'll be sure to call you.
Yes, he seems like he's like wants to say something more to you, but like kind of pauses and then just keeps going back to trying to shovel snow off the stage.
I guess Avayath would let that go. He's just gonna leave with that.
Okay. So we will move on to Zen didn't put anything down. Zen, you didn't put anything you wanted to do down.
Shui wanted to go to the lab with Theo, didn't he?
But also, he's going to want to talk to Libris.
Okay. A few hours have passed at this point since you've all gotten back and gathered and eaten, and you have already passed out food. A lot of happy reunions. You couldn't find Essence anywhere, and Wynn didn't seem surprised by this. He's just like, she's been going off on her own a lot. But yeah, you had a little reunion with Draga and Riddle, who were surprised to see you back. Riddle is missing his tail now.
What the fuck?
Cassie.
He rolled really bad on his mission checks.
Oh no.
You can't just do that.
His tail.
You can't just amputate somebody.
He's missing his tail.
At least it's not like his
now.
arm or his leg, but fuck.
You're still a part of him.
Yeah. Oh.
I like to imagine that even with like one leg, he still didn't lose his balance. If he activates the spark.
God. He didn't lose like his full tail, but it's shorter. And that was a little surprising, but it's clearly fully healed at this point. And he doesn't seem bothered by it anymore. But yeah, they mentioned that like during their fight with the demigod, his got like singed off essentially, which sounds painful. But yeah, he rolled really bad on, I think he got like a 3 on his like roll for their mission. So him and Titus both rolled really low.
We got the highest. For my
Draga.
I know.
The chosen one.
She's the reason that they did they succeed? I guess they didn't fail.
Essence also did really well, but Titus and Riddle both rolled poorly. But yeah. So they seem very excited to have you be back and all that. And yeah, Riddle doesn't seem bothered by the fact that he lost his tail. He seems to be over it at this point. Or as over it as he can be. And you eventually, going around, find your way to the medical tent where Libris is currently like stepping out and like calling in, and she's just like, I'm going back to the library now. If you need me, let me know, okay? And you just hear it, yeah, I'm fine. You didn't have to, it's fine, coming from inside. And she's just like giggling at that as she exits.
Shui sees her exit, and he's like, Master Libris!
Oh, Shui! Hello again.
And he kind of runs up to her. I have some questions, and I really want answers to them. And I don't know if you can answer them, but Can you at least hear me out?
Sure. We should probably go inside somewhere, though, aren't you, Cole? And she is still in her normal dress and has no shoes on right now and is just standing in the snow.
You said you were going to the library?
Yes, I've been helping Estel with some studies and things.
I'll go with you. And maybe we can talk there?
Sure. She starts walking, arms behind her back, as she leads you to the library.
Go see Arm.
Roll a perception check.
22.
No, you do not see Arm.
Okay, well. Hi, Arm!
Just scuttling. Just like little scuttle sounds around the library is your only acknowledgement.
That's great. This library, it looks the same as like the old one, right?
Pretty much the same. Yeah.
So Master Libris, you knew my parents, right?
I knew of them. I may have met them once or twice. It's been a while.
He starts tugging on like some strands of his hair, his now shorter hair. When I was gone, I learned a lot about myself, and I realized I don't actually know much about me or where I kind of came from. Have you heard of a person named Ibishu?
Why do you want to know?
Well, he thinks for a bit like how to kind of say this. I think I have a connection to Ibishu somehow. But I don't know what that is. Some people that I met while I was gone kept referring to me as Ibishu, but that's not me, right?
No, you're Shui.
Yeah. So why is it that everyone was calling me Ibishu?
Roll an insight check.
19.
Looking her over as you're talking about this and saying things to her, she seems to be very uncomfortable, and you get the slightest sense of, like, fear coming from her.
Wait, Master Libris, are you okay?
Yes, of course.
What, did I say something?
No. Who called you Ibishu?
A lot of people. Some people I haven't even met before.
Well, why would you want to know about someone that you don't know anything about? I'm sorry. That didn't make any sense. Why? Just because someone calls you something. In what situation did they call you that? Why did they call you that?
Well, it wasn't just them. I think I might have heard Ibishu's voice in my head. Or something. Or maybe Ibishu, like, possessed me? When I was doing the mission in Greenflower at Master Dashi's trial, I started remembering things.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks uncomfortable, but I think he's gonna own up to what he's about to say.
I killed my friend. And I don't even remember killing him. I don't think the person who killed him was me.
Shui, do you like who you are right now?
I do.
Then wouldn't it be easier just to be Shui and not think about these things? She's giving you a very tight smile.
See, Master Libris, that's the thing. I've always been Shui, and I think I'll always be Shui. It's just Master Dashi, she's such a great master. It's just I just feel like if there's something that I don't know about myself, then wouldn't it be better that I know it?
Not always, no.
I think I've been having a lot of memory problems. And I just didn't know it until now. And so I'm scared. What if I forget about you or Yaya or Brandy and Theo or anyone else? I don't want to forget again.
I don't think you'll forget about what's important to you. Sometimes remembering things is worse, though. I like who you are right now. I like you just fine. I think you are a wonderful person, and I've only had good experiences with you. If you're having memory troubles, something as serious as thinking that maybe you killed someone close to you, why would you want that back?
He's thinking on her words, because I guess that's a good question. He's not sure what's like kind of driving him right now, but he's just like, Master Libris, can gods become chosen ones?
No. They can't.
He's thinking some more.
I mean, they can do things that people might chalk up to the abilities of a chosen one, but they're not chosen ones, no.
You know, Master Libris, I think we're pretty similar, right? You are kind of forgetful sometimes too, but that doesn't seem to bother you. Why doesn't it bother you?
She seems to kind of be like spacing out a bit, and she's like, I remember the things that are important. I think that's enough. I like who I am.
I like who you are too. One more question. Do you know, Winona? The moon spirit.
I worship her, yes.
Have you ever seen her?
No. Don't think I have.
Oh, she looks a lot like you.
How does she?
It's just that, she had white hair.
Huh.
At least when I saw her.
Where did you see her?
Oh, in the moon.
Oh, you had a dream. Oh, so silly. She like scoffs. Oh, a dream?
Yeah, it was a dream, but I don't know. Sometimes, didn't feel like a dream. But it usually happens when I'm asleep, so maybe.
Sounds like a dream to me.
No, wait, no, that's not right. Master Dashi's in the moon.
What?
Master Dashi's in the moon.
She's in the what? Excuse me?
No, I forgot Master Dashi's in the moon.
You see her eyes go like wide. What? What? What did you do?
No, Winona, I asked Winona to protect Master Dashi, and when I was in Greenflower, she turned into a butterfly, I think, and
oh, for goodness sake! She like puts her like face in her hands.
And Brandy said she was in the moon. So
when was this? Was this before you went away?
Yeah.
She's been in the moon the whole time. She like points.
Shui's like, ah! Like,
why is this not the first thing you talked to me about? Like,
I forgot. I have to get to Master Dashi. Wait, how do I get to the moon? Master Libris, how do I get to the moon?
There's a full moon coming up in a few days. If you say you have dreams sometimes, maybe one will happen then. She's like wringing her hands together. Like,
do you think Master Dashi will be okay for a few days?
It's been a few months, so I think so.
Okay.
Whew. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure that out. That sounds like something that's fixable. She seems like she's like thinking to herself, like a hand to her chin. That definitely sounds fixable, right? Yes, probably.
Well, thank you for talking to me, Master Elbrus.
Of course. And she looks up at you and she's like, oh, it's been a long time. Mind if I give you a hug?
He smiles and holds arms out.
She picks you up, like she did Zairi. She picks you up and gives you a very tight hug. And then she kind of just whispers in your ear and she's like, I really want you to be safe. I'm very sorry that this happened. I don't want you to ask me about Abishu again. And then she puts you down.
She blinks and he's like,
Just focus on being yourself. Just be Shui. And she smiles.
He bows. Okay. Bye, Master Elbrus.
Goodbye, Shui.
And then he rolls away at the speed of sound. She cagey. And that is that interaction. Didn't get any answers really, but it's okay.
In fact, you were specifically told to stop seeking out answers.
Yeah.
Be like, why do you want to know things about yourself? That's weird. Who would want to know things about themselves?
When she asked Shui, like, if she could give him a hug, I really
thought she was about to cast some shit on him.
Well, I wanted Shui to be like, Winona said the same thing to me.
And then she snaps your neck. No.
Yeah.
Did Winona do that? No, it's like, no.
Yes.
That's how I woke up.
Every time you dream, she snaps her neck to wake you up.
God.
This will only hurt for a second.
All right, we will move on. Did Theo want to do anything besides going to visit the building with Shui?
There's so much that Theo kind of wants to do, but it's like, oh, I have all opportunity at once. But he probably would want to do this first.
Okay. So you and Shui, I'll say you cross paths, him exiting the library and you already heading towards the blue building.
Theo waves over to Shui as he's going along, and he's like, Shui, what are you doing?
Oh, hi Theo. Shui waves. I was just talking to Master Elbrus.
Ah, yeah. I still need to kind of see people around, I guess. But I'm actually going to go see how Titus is doing. Ooh, I should probably get Wen.
Oh, can I go with you?
Oh, yes, of course. More the merrier, I would say.
I hope Titus is doing okay.
Yeah, I'm worried, for him. Theo's gonna go off and get Wen.
Wow, Theo, are you glowing? Stop.
Oh my god, no. Shut up.
He is. He's glowing brightly. They go off to get Wen.
Okay, yeah, you find him hanging out again near the cooking cabin now. He comes with you without any fuss or anything. And he's just like, yeah, it should be good. I'll just hang out on the side where the demigod is and you guys can talk to Titus.
Okay, sorry to pull you away from things.
Oh, no, you're good.
And then we go off to the building.
And before Wen lets you in, he actually approaches and he presses a little button that's outside of it before the doors can come open. He is speaking through and you can kind of hear an echo inside and just be like, we have a couple people coming in, so if you guys could go to the back of your rooms, that'd be cool. I'll wait a minute. He waits. Okay, I'm coming in now. No. It was not a minute, it was 30 seconds. The doors slide open, and you can tell just from being in or around it for so long, there's no really magic in this facility, Theo. It seems to be mostly technology.
Yeah, he was thinking that. He was like, ah.
And you can see from the reflective exterior of the building, and just I would say you probably got some surface level explanation for things. Like, you asked Irie, like, how is the place powered and stuff, and he's like, oh, there's, like, different methods. Some of it's magical, some of it's, like, energy from the sun and, like, solar panels and things like that, or, like, wind. So you would know, I would say that it's, like, solar power that appears to be on the outside of this building. And you make your way in.
We go in. What's it look like inside?
It's a bunch of divided kind of, like, cells, and you can see that this facility is pretty big. I would say it's about like a football field, probably. You can see there's two little glowing green lights, one on the far right and one on the very far left. That indicates that those cells are probably in use right now. And they do kind of seem like cells, but not necessarily. It's like you can see through them. They're like see-through and seem to be made of something stronger than glass, but have like a similar reflective quality to them. And you can see in this first room, as you're going by, kind of in the very back of it, this figure kind of just softly floating in the back of it, staring at you with her like head cocked. I will send a picture of her. This person seems to be dressed in some kind of like outfit that seems to be both like an outfit but also just like part of her skin in a weird way. This like red and orange kind of like leotard looking thing, and like both of her hair and like almost like this fiery kind of like a tail, but not exactly, like coming off of her back. And she's staring out at you from the very back. Seems to just be floating in the back over there.
Who's that?
That would be a demigod. She pops up every now and again. That's Marfire.
Marfire. I'm not gonna roll history because I know he doesn't know.
Would Theo know?
I would say you both can roll history actually for this.
Oh, I got a nat 20 with the
Oh, damn.
11.
I would say Avayath tells tales enough that you would know that this is supposedly a demigod that Avayath fought at one point.
That'll be awkward when Avayath walks in. He's like, oh, this is awkward. Actually, I have to go.
Yeah, it's specifically the one that from his training forever ago at this point in Peter's final with like that village. That was the village that she was kind of like from with the child, and that Merlin had to step in and help for.
Oh.
That'll be really awkward when Avayath comes in.
Avayath immediately just doesn't like her.
She's like, hello, and waves.
She kind of, again, just seems to be staring out at you. She's not really talkative.
I want to talk to her. She's not very talkative. I want to talk to her.
Okay. You step in front of her little container. You can literally, even though she's like 30 feet away from you, you can just feel heat radiating out of this room.
Hi, I'm Shui, he says, and he smiles.
Cocks her head at you.
Master Wen says you don't talk much, but well, what does it mean to be a demigod?
Blinks at you.
Yeah, I figured.
What is it like to be a god?
Shui's like, me? No, I'm not a god. At least not now, I don't think.
Just floats there in the back.
He looks like over his shoulder at Win.
Win's just like, oh, what? What was that? Excuse me?
Do you? And he's like lowering his voice a little bit. Do you know who Ibishu is?
She kind of squints at you a little bit and just points at you.
He's just kind of really dejected. He's like, Master Libris lied to me. He's really sad now. Do you know why I'm like this now?
She starts to kind of get a little bit closer to you, and when she's like, hey! Because, like, as soon as she does start to get closer to you, you feel that heat just immediately start to, like, increase, essentially, as she starts to get closer, and she stops and glances at him and then glances back to you. And she just kind of, like, points to her head and does, like, a little, like, pff, like, explosion motion with her hand.
You think my memories were erased or something?
Just kind of continues to stare at you and blink.
Shui just kind of closes his eyes and breathes for a little bit. Right. Well, thank you for talking to me. Maybe I'll see you again. I hope you have a good stay here. Are you treating her nicely, Win? Master Win?
She came here on her own, so
Oh, really?
yeah, I guess they talked her into it. It's just, she's really hot, like, temperature-wise, so she can't really get close to people.
Well, is there a reason you came here?
I was asked to.
Oh, by Jaga? By Titus? Essence?
And you see her face light up at that, like, smile very big.
Okay. Oh, you know Essence?
She nods.
Happy smile or like anger?
You can roll
Flash
insight.
of anger. Okay, I will roll insight then.
Happy smile or like evil smile?
12 plus 3 is 15.
You don't get a sense necessarily of, like, happy or angry, just excited.
Oh, maybe I can get her to come see you.
She's still smiling, but she cocks her head at you like she has been.
He turns to Theo, and he's like, "Are you ready to go see Titus now?"
Yeah, what was that about? Shui?
Oh, looks at Win. I'll tell you later.
As you start to, like, move away, she suddenly just very rapidly runs up to that glass, and you feel, like, an intense heat, and Win's like, hey! And, like, starts to step forward, and she looks at you, and you see her face kind of, like, almost, like, twist and change. So it's like the skin pulls back and her eyes turn to slits as she stares at you, and she's just like, hell's fun. And then Win kind of gets very close to her, and she kind of, like, backs away, and you can see, like, she hisses and goes back.
Whoa, what
I'm
was
ready
that?
to go.
And he's just like, you stay in the back!
What's hell? No, stop.
Now, come on, Shui, let's go this way. He pulls Shui along.
Goes along.
Win stays where he is in front of. He's like standing there like you would when you're like a cat's trying to get out. He's just like, no, you stay there. You stay back. And she is kind of like in the back, like weaving back and forth, like in the back of the cage, or in the not cage, in the back of the room. But yeah, you go to the very end where the other like green lit room is, and you approach and you see Titus. He does seem to be dressed for the winter now. In some kind of like big coat, and is just kind of in the very back of the cell. You can see there's like a line across, like written, like drawn with paint, essentially like a white line in the back of the room that he's sitting behind. And he looks up when you both come over, and he looks happy to see you. Theo!
Titus!
And Shui! No, stop.
Just tunnel vision, Theo. No!
Titus! Well, look at you. You're back there.
Yes. He like looks down.
We're all okay. I don't know if anyone told you.
Wynn stopped by and told me. Yes.
Great. So what happened?
You see him like kind of wringing his hands a little bit, and he's just like, I just got I got really hurt. And I guess my spark changed because of that.
Yeah. I heard about some of that. Are you okay?
No. But I don't know what to do.
Is Can I do anything?
No, I should stay away from people.
Well, what's wrong? What happens when people get close?
You can't breathe.
That's...
Can't you turn it off like before?
No, I can't. It's different than it was before. Before sometimes people could, be okay. Well, they'd still get hurt, but they'd be okay. It's not like that anymore.
Oh, so no con save this time? You just choke? That's OP. That's dangerous. Stay back.
Passive offensive sparks are considered almost like taboo, which is essentially what Titus has now.
Oh, I see.
Because they are constantly active and will hurt people.
And that's what Fallen Theo had.
Yeah.
Theo looking through at him, just very, very pained. He tries to step up to the glass, if that cool.
Yeah.
He kind of puts his hand on it, and he's like, oh, I wish I knew what to do for you. That's awful.
It's been okay. Riddle and Draga visit a lot, and the mentors come to check on me. Estel says I have to wait for my spark to evolve again, probably. I don't know how it's supposed to do that if I'm in here, though.
That's what I was just thinking. I'm so sorry, Titus.
What can you do? Do you, He seems to be thinking for a moment, and he's like, do you all remember him too, now?
Theo brightens up. Not brighten happily, but he kind of realization look, I guess, and he's like, you remember it too?
A man in a blue cloak with a mask.
That's not who I saw, but...
Oh, the other one. The first one.
Yes.
You met Super God too?
Was Super God?
I don't know if... That's just what Shui has called him. But yes, it seems like, at least our group, we can all remember it now.
The others have talked a bit. It seems they can too, but they didn't see the one that I saw. The second one.
I see. Everything feels so... I don't know. Wrong. I don't know.
He said that I should tell people that I saw him.
Again, I didn't really see... Theo thinks about how his spark is different now, and how, when they all disappeared, the other Arthur started to change. And he's like, maybe I did see the other one.
He said a lot of strange things. I mean, I was dying, so I wasn't fully paying attention, but...
He tricked me! He tricked Shui! He has his hands on his hips and he looks exasperated and he's like, he tricked me! Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. I mean, I like my new spark, but...
Super God's not a good person, right?
I don't think so, no.
I don't know.
Don't think so.
Titus is talking for very far. I don't know. I'm part of the conversation. It's really hard to hear him, by the way. He already is soft-spoken, and he's 30 feet away from you. So.
They should put a microphone in the back for him.
Oh, there is one. It's still really quiet.
Okay, but yeah, Theo's like, no, he does a little quotation mark. Super God is bad, Shui. I think he's very not good.
He talked a lot about, equality, I think. Titus seems confused.
Shui seems confused.
Yeah.
Equality in what?
I mean, again, it was a very brief encounter. He asked me what I thought about chosen ones, and he asked what I wanted in the moment, I guess. And then he asked if I would like a world where everyone is equal. And then I woke back up.
He's sneaky, I think.
What does that mean? Make everyone equal.
He specifically said, why can't we all be equally great?
Does he? Theo, do you think he wants everyone to be a chosen one?
Everyone a chosen one? I don't know. It seems, at least with me, and I suppose with Titus here, if I did really get sort of an upgrade from him, they both seem very powerful. I guess, I don't know, maybe that's what he wants everyone to be powerful. I don't know.
Maybe we should ask Master Arthur.
Oh, I don't know if he'll know. I mean, maybe.
Why would you ask Arthur? He's been coming here a lot.
Oh.
Wait. Didn't Mentor Estel say Master Arthur came yesterday?
Yeah, so I'm a little bit worried.
Yes, he came to talk to me. Is there something wrong?
No, it's,
Pulls Theo to the side. He's just like, if he comes again, do you think Master Arthur will rip the book again?
I can't speak for him. I would hope not. He specified with Estel to not let the other Arthur in and everything. So it's probably fine.
Titus speaks up again from the back and is like, I mean, you might have trouble finding him if he wanted to talk to Arthur. He said he was going away for a while.
Oh. Going away for a while. Okay, at least that gives us some time, and he kind of like mutters to Shui that he goes back to the glass for Titus, and he's like, if there's anything me or anyone can do, just don't be afraid to ask, okay?
Thank you. I mean, it's been okay. Essence really doesn't, is it? And she was frustrating on that mission, so that's good, at least.
Oh, Titus, Marfire seems to like Essence. Do you know why?
They seem to get along?
In what way?
During our fight, Essence seemed to convince her to stop and to come back with us instead. There's no way we would have defeated her. She's a demigod. It was a strange mission to be sent on to begin with, if I'm being honest.
Theo just kind of shudders, and he's like, yeah, it seems like a mission that really should not have been given out to people like us at the time.
Yes, again, very hard. The Prime Capital seems to have a lot of faith in our abilities.
Either that or they're specific... Never mind. It was good to see you again, Titus.
It was good to see you again, too, Theo. You should come back sometimes.
Oh, yes, yes, I will.
And you too, Shui. Like, remembered you're here.
Yeah, it feels like I might be going off to do other things, especially with, the other missions and stuff like that, but I will come back when I can.
I will too.
And Avayath. And no one else. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's not like petty. Like, he's just tunnel vision focused, so.
I'll be sure to visit and maybe even Well, I don't even know if there would be any good, nice specimen to bring, considering the winter. But, I'll look.
Thank you. He gives you a smile.
He smiles back, and then he's gonna pat Shui's shoulder, and he's like, okay, well, I think that's all we can do right now. I am worried about what just happened with that other person. Let's head on out, maybe.
Shui nods. He's like, oh, I'll tell you about it.
Theo smiles to him.
Once we get out of here.
Yeah.
You go back to the front, and Wynn's still just like, hey, I see you. I see you. And she's like, you can see she's like crawling on the ceiling. Like the
Oh my god. So then we leave. We go off and stuff.
Okay.
Thank you to our high tier patrons: Dion, Miranda, Zab, Arkeus the Druid, Mad King Max, Calcium, the Hat Man, Charles, Jessica Long, Z, Vessel, and Mr. Bakudan, as well as our Kickstarter backers for this season. If you haven't already, make sure to like the episode and leave a comment. We'll see you soon, fellow Sparks.
Morning soon, the light dims fast here. Should we go outside again one more day, my dear? Why don't we just stay as the familiar fades away? Things are the same day by day. What are you waiting for, darling? What are you running from, stranger? Where are you hiding now? Don't you waste this chance. Do we have time for this, dear friend? How could we ever run out now? All that we have is this moment. Let's make time. For the end of this story, time for the start of our new life, time for us all to come back for fate's last encore, where we find out what this all means. It means a lot that you're here now. Let's make the most of this, shall we?